Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. We're on a roll. Oh my gosh, we are just plowing through November? No, January. Wow, where did November come from? I don't know. We are plowing through January. Have you started a bunch of things? Yeah, okay. It is Sunday. And last Sunday, I started something from the baby book. Love this book. I mean, this is timeless textured baby crochet, 20 heirloom crochet patterns for babies and toddlers. And since we are blessed and we are expecting our 6th grandchild in May, I better get moving. And since we're expecting a little boy, I've been making little girl things. Yeah, I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense now, does it? No, it does not, but that's okay. We have 3 granddaughters, currently 2 grandsons, and 1 on the way. So it's not like they're going to waste. I had put out a poll to pick out what my next crocheted little project is going to be. Let's see. This one, the Heavenly Sweater, is what won the poll, and it is stunning. And if you want to see it, come back tomorrow because I will be showing you where I'm at on that. So, you know, I did start it. I did. And I started it with this yarn. See, I got a red sticker on this one. I know the other one I didn't have a red sticker. I'm like, I know I got it on sale. I had to have. I did not pay full price. I mean, I could have. So this is the Baby Bee Sweet Delight. This is a Hobby Lobby exclusive yarn, normally $5.29. This particular color was clearanced out and it was $1.37. And it's the Sweet Delight Snuggle. It's 4 ounces, 377 yards. It's a number 3 weight yarn, probably made in Turkey. It is a 60% acrylic, 40% polyamide. They say using 4mm knitting needles, US size 6, or a 4.5mm US 7 crochet hook. Okay, and it is color is Snuggle. So this is what I did for this one, right? The Heavenly Sweater, which, like I said, I'll show that one tomorrow. And the one that I wanted to do, I mean, there's a lot in here I want to do. I want to do a lot of them. Oh my gosh, that right there. If I did that with the Trubu, I've never used it, or the Kobu, the Lion Brand Trubu or Kobu, they're very silky. They have massive amount of drape. Would that be too slinky? I don't know if that's the right word for it, but too drapey for a sweater? Do I want something with maybe a little bit more oomph to it, a little more bite to it for showing off that pattern and everything? Because it's got those are front posts and back posts, single crochet. Let me get the bigger picture. Those are front post and back post and stuff like that that are making that, and then it's bobbles. All right, so look at this. Look at the pictures that are in this book. I mean, they give you step-by-step pictures and everything else. And the first thing for me on that one was I really want to use the colors of the Trubu. I liked those colors. They had them. It's the right weight of yarn, number 3 weight yarn. And I was really excited. I haven't gotten it yet because, hello, I have a lot of yarn. Don't be judgy. Don't be judgy. It's okay. This has been a lifetime in collection, by the way. It really has. All right, so where's the one that I wanted to make? Where is it? Where is it? It's the Jasmine sweater. It is in here somewhere. It is. I know it is. There's the cool jumper. This book is well bound. I mean, I've had to bend it to keep my pages open. Okay, so here's the Jasmine sweater. And I think that is so amazing. I would like that in an adult size. I think it is stunning. I like the yoke on it. I love this little detail down here where it just, I don't know what they call that on the hips. I don't know, but it's really cool. That's the one that I wanted to make. That's the one when I threw the poll out there that I thought people would pick, and I was wrong. That's okay. That's fine. So I started it. I mean, I have been starting something, you know, pretty close to daily. So why stop now? I mean, if I'm going to attempt to get a bunch of projects done this year, start what excites you, right? Start what excites me. Yeah. Yes, if it excites me, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to play with it. And my thought process, and it could be wrong because it wouldn't be the first time, but that's okay. My thought process is if I'm extremely excited about making the thing, regardless of what that the thing is, and it could be socks, because I've been making a lot of socks so far, you know. I mean, I've just really extended. Normally by January, I don't want to touch socks, and I don't want to touch them until like June-ish time period, but I've got socks on the needles. Multiple pair. I've got crochet socks, I've got knit socks on the needles and hooks right now. And I'm actually getting progress done on them, which is amazing. It's not like, as I refer to it, as punishment knitting. You have to get something done. You've promised yourself that you're going to get it done, because no one's pushing me. Well, except for my husband for a sweater, but that's okay. It's a banter back and forth game between the two of us. But other than that, I've got no external pressure to get things done, but I'll put things on my own head to get done. I want this done in a certain time period, and then I'm working on something that doesn't bring me joy at that moment. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't get a lot of joy when I started it. I mean, let's not take that away, right? I cast it on, I grabbed crochet hooks or whatever it was, and I took off with an abandon and definitely enjoyed it. But if I've lost that joy and then I'm trying to force myself to finish it, sometimes that just takes away from all the progress. Now, if I never finished anything, that would be different. That would 100% be different. But I do finish some things, just not everything. Not everything's worthy of being finished. And I find when I just go with the stuff that's massively exciting me, I tend to get a lot more done. I mean, did you see November? I had 21 projects in I do a weekly video and then like a monthly. This is what I did in the month. And my monthly video, I had 21 projects, and that really wasn't all of what I did in November, because I had these gloves that I couldn't show then. And, I had a couple, I think I had a baby sweater too that I forgot to add. I just completely forgot it. So what I'm saying is when you're on fire with something, unless you are selling your stuff and you have a commission piece and a deadline, that's different. That's a business. But go with the thing that's exciting you and be surprised at how much you're able to get done. And I'm going to see this year how much of a difference that makes. I am putting things on a spreadsheet this year. I am going to I've done it in the past. I didn't do it last year. I've got a notebook. Yeah, I've got this notebook that I kind of wrote in some, and I'm going to go back and see, right? Yeah, so that's manual. Spreadsheet would be a lot smarter. You just go down to the bottom of the column and go tally, and you're good. But, not like this. I wasn't thinking. I'm just saying I wasn't thinking clearly. Oh, I was talking about yarn, wasn't I? I was talking about a project, and I started something. Yes, I did. Look, I even did a gauge swatch. Check that out. I did a gauge swatch in crochet. Yeah. So there you go. So this is the same yarn. It's the light lavenderish, pinkish, purplish, and I don't have the ball band to tell you the color, but it is the same stuff as this because they had some on sale and I grabbed a few colors. Yeah, this one is my Jasmine sweater. I had to do it. I had to do it. And I got so excited. This is what I'm talking about. I already finished the yoke of that sweater. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I finished the yoke and am down working on the pattern portion. I mean, that is adorable of this sweater. Look at all the bobbles. Look at that. I love my bobbles. Texture. I commented about adding some texture. Yes. And this book, I mean, it's in the title. Just saying. And I was just talking about doing texture. Timeless texture, baby crochet. Yeah, I didn't pay the $24.99. I got it on Amazon. I paid less than that, but that is the US price. Canada or the UK price is $16.99. At least that's what it says on the back of the book. I'm really impressed with it. I am very impressed with all of the massive pictures that are in here, and I like the texture of it. I really do. I just, the designs to me are very classic, and the daughter-in-law, the son and daughter-in-law that I'm making things for, that's their style, is a very classic vintage type style is how they dress the babies. So I've got the heavenly sweater that I made for a 2-year-old granddaughter, and this one, same thing for the 2-year-old granddaughter. I did have to, because of the gauge, I made the 1 to 2 year size for the 2-year-old. I mean, she's pretty petite. She's really tiny petite. And I my gauge was still, I went down needle size, still used the same weight yarn, but went down a needle size, and my gauge was still a little bit big. So that's why I stuck with the 1 to 2 year old size, and hopefully they'll fit, because it's not like little sister's coming, it's little brother's coming. So I have these two, and then I think my next project in the book is, it's got to be one of the boy things. It has to be. I mean, I'm loving that. Tell me down below, please, if you think for the two-tone color, and I don't have any of it on hand, but the Trubu or the Kobu or one of those would work. I'm thinking they'd be too drapey. I love the colors in them, but I'm thinking it'd be too drapey. And then the same thing for this. We decided, thank you everybody, my husband was pulling my chain, that this can be unisex. When I first saw it, I thought boy. I really did. I thought little boy. I mean, obviously a little girl can wear it too, but I thought this is great for little boy. There are so many things out there pattern-wise for little boys. I mean, for little girls. Little boys, they're like, no, we're gonna add ruffles and pink and frill, and the boys can just go wear their diaper and be naked. You know, so this book I appreciate. Don't really do that unless you're in a warm climate. I'm just saying, right? This book has great patterns for the unisex, the little boy. I mean, look at that. That is wonderful. So I think I need to go and work on doing a romper. I've only made one romper before. Coincidentally enough, it was in this color. It was knit, and I made it for the 2-year-old granddaughter when she was little. And that's the only time I've ever done a romper. And this will be interesting to do that, because, you know, trying to do the closures and the groin area and everything, and making it to where it's big enough for the baby, but not too big or too, you know, all of that, all those fit issues. And then that does limit it as far as wearability. If you're making it into a sweater type, if it's a little bit long, that's fine. As they grow, it'll fit perfectly. But if you're making it with the romper and it has that closure, you want it to close properly. And once it's, you know, once they start to grow, it's not going to close well, right? And that's going to be uncomfortable, and no one wants an uncomfortable baby. No, you know, and for this particular family, it's baby number 4. So the house is already full. The house is full of love, laughter, and joy, and a little bit of chaos. But isn't that how that is? I mean, that's kind of cool. That's kind of wonderful. So that right there is my jump into, I'm doing texture now. Let's see, what have I done so far this year? You know, so far this year, like, it's been a long time. We haven't even been 7 days into the new year, right? But like, it's just been this massive amount of time. I've done socks, working on my socks, working on mosaic, crocheted socks, right? How cool is that? And the infinity cowl from Tangled Poets. I mean, that's a lot. I'll show them, be here tomorrow. I'll show them all tomorrow and everything. I'll gather them around me in my mountain that's right beside me, you know, that's about ready to fall. And I'll show all of those in detail. And we'll see if I get some more progress on this. Okay, take note where I'm at. Take note. I'm right here, right? See, I'm right there. So take note, and we will see how far I get and everything, if I can get a little bit farther, because I am having a blast with all of this stuff. And the little boys' outfits are calling to me, and I really want to make one. I mean, come on, right? You know, I think that the majority of the patterns in here, I'd have to look at it again, but the majority of the patterns in this book, I actually do want to make, which is crazy. That's not how normally when you get a pattern book or something. I mean, there's nice patterns. I'm not criticizing the designers in any way, shape, or form, but we all have different tastes. And a lot of times when I personally buy a book, there will be patterns in it that I enjoy. Otherwise, why would I buy the book? Of course, sometimes you buy it based off the cover, and when you get it in person, you're not so thrilled. But anyway, so looking at it, there are countless patterns in here that I'm like, oh, I could see me making that. Definitely not an inspiration for, oh, you know, I would take this element, I would take that. No, I would actually make them as is. The Heavenly Sweater I made as is. This I am making as is. And the only modification is, you know, gauge, right? I mean, that's normal. So that's a testament to a really good book, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm like, wow, I'm actually making things out of it. How many times do you buy a book? Magazines don't count, by the way. because you know, you get a magazine, I mean, they do count, but they don't count. You get a magazine subscription, you have no idea. It's like a mystery box. You don't know what you're getting. But when you specifically get a book, how many times do you make stuff from it, or multiple things from it? You know, I mean, that's the testament right there. So I am already on pattern number 2 in a book that has 20 patterns. So I'm really pleased with that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.